David, welcome to the show, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, mate.
Go on, pal.
Sorry, mate. I'm going to totally disagree with you. I don't think Southgate's good enough for England. The football is absolute boring.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, we agree on that.
Only Harry Kane can score goals. Seriously, do you reckon we're going to get anywhere in the World Cup? We're not, mate. Let's be frank about it. The football's boring. He doesn't have a clue. He's not good enough for England. It's time to give it a change. And also,
I tell you what, that's a bit strong, pal, when you're saying that. When their last two tournaments, they've got to a World Cup semi-final and to the final of the European Championships.
Now, this is the bloke that thinks Trent Arnold should go in midfield. He hasn't got a clue. He's not a proper football manager.
Who's that? Listen, in my side, I've got Trent in midfield. In my side, if I told you my side would be Pickford, Walker, Maguire, Stones, Chilwell, Trent Alexander on the right-hand side, Rice, Olding, Kelvin Phillips, Kane dropping in the hole, Sterling and Foden wide. And the reason why I would do that is Trent Alexander can drop in when Walker goes forward, and he can also play those diagonal balls and whatever. So that's, listen, you say that, he plays right back, pushed in midfield for Liverpool.
Stupid idiot he is.
Sorry?
He's stupid. He's not a good manager. He doesn't know what he's doing. The football is boring. Honestly, we're not going to win anything with this guy.
Who would you bring in? Who would you bring in?
I'll bring someone that's got a better. Even Eddie Howe's got a better idea than this idiot.
Oh, I think that's a bit. Listen, I think Eddie's done.
We want exciting football as England managers. We don't want this.
We want to win, don't we? We want to win.
Well, we're not going to win with this idiot. Tell you
How do we know?
Well,
let's judge it. Let's judge him in Qatar, as Carlton said there. We've got to a semi-final.
No, I guarantee we're not going to win it, mate.
Listen, whenever you go to a major tournament, it's always going to be difficult. Look, we've played Italy tonight, who won the Euros. They haven't qualified for the World Cup.
It doesn't matter. They give us a good game. They should have won the game.
But you can't say it doesn't matter. They haven't qualified for the World Cup and they won the Euros.
They're a young team, an experienced team. You know what? They taught us a thing or two.
Well,
you know what? These pundits need to get.
What's he doing wrong? Tell me what he's doing wrong.
The football's boring.
Right. Okay. I get that. That's the style of play. Is he picking the wrong people? Is it a formation? What formation are you playing?
Formation is tactics.
Come on then. Give me what you would do. What formation would you play?
I'd play a more exciting formation.
Be specific. Tell me exactly the formation and the players that you play in there.
Well, I'd put Trent Arnold on right back and let him get in there.
Oh, would that be the instruction? Get in there. What else would you play? What else would you play? Would you play 4 at the back? Would you play 3 at the back? What would you play?
I play 4 at the back.
Okay. So you've got Trent at right back. Who's your centre backs?
Centre back. You know what? Fancy having this Harry Maguire. Honestly, he's a joke.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. You can't. And when you talk about, see. The one thing for me is, listen, if you're going to you're entitled to your opinion, but you have to be respectful. You have to be respectful to the England manager and you have to be respectful to the players. You can't be calling them a joke and going off like that. Harry Maguire has achieved a lot more than what your ordinary man in the street would have loved to have played for Man United and played for his country. So that's his starting point, and you have to be respectful. You're entitled to your opinion. If you don't like Harry Maguire as a player or Gareth Southgate as a manager, you're entitled to that opinion, but you're not entitled to start,
He's not good enough for England.
Well, you can say that, but do it in a respectful way. The facts are this. The facts are this. I'm not sitting there. I watched the European Championships myself. I didn't agree with Luke Shaw playing. I thought we should have done things other tactically, but the simple fact is we went within penalties of winning the tournament. As a manager, I've been a manager, and so it's very, very difficult. You play.
You know what? It's about winning trophies.
Of course it is, and only one team can win. Only one team can win the trophy.
David, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? David, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
We're not going to win it.
David, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm just trying to get a gauge of what you've seen from England teams in the past.
Even Venables had a better idea than this.
Right. Yeah, but so have you seen England win a trophy in your lifetime?
No, mate.
Have you seen England get? All right then. Have you seen England get to a final in your lifetime?
Mate, we're not going to win anything.
Well, listen to what I'm saying to you.
Convince me we're going to win anything with him, because we're not. He's negative. The football's boring. Honestly, it's like watching paint dry. Seriously, we're not going to win anything. Don't kid yourself.
To be honest with you, I think you're being a little bit unfair.
No, I'm not.
I mean, but you're not being specific in your criticism, or in like Adam's asking you to come up with, if you were the England manager, what you would do, the team you would pick, the system you'd pick, and the players you'd pick. Well, you tell us.
Football.
Yeah, but listen, you talk about attacking football at the highest level of football. Do you play? How many games do you see in international? No, let me finish. In international football, how many games do you see finished 3 or 4-0? In international football at the highest level, how many games do you see finished like that? Very rarely do you see that. It's always by the odd goal or 2, 1-0 or 2-0. You never see 4 or 5-0s. Even tonight, England have created chances. They've hit the woodwork. Sterling had a chance which should have been a goal. If England win that 1-0 tonight, it's a good result, and they keep a clean sheet.
Stupid or something.
Sorry?
Seriously, mate. Are you telling me you just want to win 1-0?
Listen, you want to win. Whether it's 1-0 or 5-0, you want to win.
Mate.
Boring 1-0.
Oh.
Mate, I'd take that all day long.
All day long.
No, I wouldn't, mate.
Why?
Because I believe in playing proper football.
So you're all right then. Wait a minute, right? So you're telling me let's say we get to the World Cup final. You're telling me that's not going to happen, but let's say we do. We get to the World Cup final. It's a dull game. It's a horrific game, but we win the game 1-0. You're not having that. Is that what you're saying?
We're not going to get to the World Cup final.
Yeah, but what if we do?
You two are kidding yourselves.
I'll tell you what, we're not. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want you around me. I'll tell you something now. You know what it is, right, in life? You have to be positive, right? And we've got a lot of very, very talented players. And the problem that we've got is when something goes, like for Gareth now, he's become a victim of his own success. Do I think he could have done certain things better? Of course he could have done. For certain, I'm saying what I'm saying.
No, mate,
but the simple fact...
What do you know about football? What have you won as a football player or manager? You won nothing, mate.
I've won nothing. I've won nothing.
Man's played for England.
Well, I'll tell you something now. I've got 19 more England caps in my cabinet than you have, son. Have a nice. I've won the Rummelows Cup. I've won the Rummelows Cup. I've finished second, third, and fourth, and I've been to 5 cup finals. Hey, by the way, what have you done? All you've come on and criticised, but not been constructive in what you're saying. We've asked you what system would you play, what players would you play, and all you've seemed to be doing is having a go at the players and having a go at the manager without being constructive.
You've already got Harry Kane to score goals. You tell me who can score goals. Sorry, we haven't got a chance. You two need to be realistic. You're being stupid.